Alon, welcome to Cab Talk. I should actually just thank you for your time because this isn't my usual studio. I'm driving around in your cab today. In about a day from now, you're going to be transporting thousands of South Africans to voting stations. Tell us about this marvelous initiative that you've put in place.
So we launched in Joburg in August of last year, and we've really been humbled by the response of clients throughout Joburg, Cape Town and Durban where we operate. And it was our way of thanking our riders. So what we're doing is we're offering new and existing riders 2 free rides up to 200 Rand with Uber. And the idea is really to get guys an easy and efficient way to get to the polling stations tomorrow.
Well, that's an ingenious idea that you've come up with, but certainly it's part of the service that you offer. But it is a meaningful way to give back to your customers. But there's going to be voting stations across all of the major cities in the country. Are you going to be servicing voters across the country or just in Johannesburg?
So we have this offering in Joburg, Cape Town and Durban. We do have a presence in Pretoria, and Pretoria clients who do request cars will also be able to benefit from the service tomorrow.
Okay, fantastic. And do you think you're going to be able to cater for every demand?
There is going to be really high demand. You may not be successful in requesting a ride straight away, but we suggest if you don't first get a ride, try again in about 5 or 10 minutes and you should be able to get a ride.
But you've been marketing this on social media, so I'm assuming that to some degree you have an idea of the type of demand you're going to attract.
Yeah, we're tracking the number of people that have signed up using the code, so we can almost preempt the demand for tomorrow. Obviously we don't employ the drivers, we don't own the cars, so it's a great way for our partners to earn extra money. So tomorrow, obviously, first and foremost, they must go out and vote. Once they've completed their personal vote, they can get out work, and it's a great money-making opportunity for them. Uber will cover the cost of those rides, so they don't need to worry that the consumer is not paying. The partner will most definitely be paid for all rides that they complete tomorrow.
So how soon can someone book for a ride?
So tomorrow's promotion, from the moment that the voting stations open at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Okay, so I'll have to be quick as well.
For sure. The good thing is that we got the whole day up until 9 p.m. So we really hope to complete as many rides as possible tomorrow.
That's fantastic, man. Now tell us a little bit more about your company. When did you set up in South Africa? From what I understand, your home base is in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Now, did you have to also adapt the business model to the South African context?
Yeah, so Uber was started in San Francisco in 2010. We launched in South Africa, in Johannesburg being our first city, in September last year. So we've been around for just about 9 months. Really, as I mentioned earlier, been blown away by the response of the consumer in South Africa. Have we had to adopt our model for the South African consumer? I think the Uber model lends itself really well to the South African context. Each city has its own unique challenge and opportunity. In South Africa, in Joburg in particular, it's difficult to get around without your own car. There is public transport, but sometimes it's not reliable. Uber really provides a solution which enables people to get around efficiently and effectively through their city.
Well, there's certainly a demand for this kind of service like you just pointed out, but how competitive are you? Because it's not cheap. It's not cheap to move around in a taxi in Johannesburg.
So we are very competitive compared to taxis in general in Johannesburg. So we are offering a premium product, but at a very similar price point. So we really think we have a unique value proposition. The other huge selling point of Uber is the transparency and the security behind the system. Obviously, security is on top of everyone's mind in South Africa and in Johannesburg. When you book a ride with Uber, you can see your driver's name, what car he's driving, and he's rated by clients at the end of every trip. So if we get bad feedback about a driver, we can respond to that immediately. At the same time, driver safety is extremely important to us. The same way that clients rate drivers, drivers actually rate clients. So we have clients who are rude or treat drivers in a disrespectful manner. We can follow up with those clients and let them know that type of behavior is just not on, and they either need to improve their behavior or they would no longer be allowed to use the system.
That's very interesting.
Another huge plus in the South African context is Uber is a huge job creation platform. really enables owner-operators to become small business owners and entrepreneurs and really manage a business. Before, these guys had to rely on word of mouth or passing trade to really get business. Now guys can be parked anywhere. You can be in Melville and get a pickup from Santon, or be stationed in Soweto and get a pickup from Nazareth. You're not limited by your location in terms of where you're going to get a pickup.